You know, some TikTok accounts are much harder to grow than others, depending on the topics and the things that you post about. So I'm going to tell you my top 5 hardest accounts to grow. And this is based on the fact that I work as a TikTok coach. I have helped like hundreds and hundreds of creators and small businesses grow their accounts across so many different types of niches, but there are consistently around 5 different types that I find the most challenging to grow. So if you are one of these accounts, this might make you feel a little bit better if you're struggling to grow. And I'm going to try and give you some tips in terms of like overcoming these challenges, because it's by no means impossible to grow in these niches or these spaces. You just have to be a little bit more strategic about the content you're creating. So number 1 is weight loss. If you're posting about weight loss, it can be challenging to grow because of TikTok's community guidelines. So there are certain things that you cannot talk about when it comes to weight loss, like making any sort of like bold claims. Certain hashtags will be banned. Weight loss content can get suppressed quite a bit. The advice that I would give most people is to come at it from a really personal point of view, not like telling people what they should and shouldn't do. Talk about your journey and your experiences. The second is musicians, authors, and artists, like that kind of creative space. I'll lump them all together. When these types of creators are using TikTok, a lot of the time the content they put out is overly promotional. They're promoting a new album, a new book, a new piece of art. It's very, very heavy on the promotion. Because they've created this thing, they want to share it with the world. When the accounts that grow best in this kind of space tend to be the ones that build a relationship with their audience, and they use it almost to like promote themselves a little bit more than their art. Lifestyle creators. So if you are like in the fashion, beauty, lifestyle, wellness, that kind of space where you don't really have a niche, but you post about those topics kind of loosely, it can be challenging to grow because you are really relying on your personality doing the hard work, because it's such an oversaturated space. Your content maybe isn't focused enough. So if you're one of those accounts, you really need to find what your strength is. You need to be very self-critical. You need to be able to tell what you're best at, what value you give, why people like you. And then you harness that and lean into it. Next one is product-based businesses, ones specifically that do not sell on TikTok Shop. So if you're using TikTok as a way to promote your small business, which sells products, and you're trying to get people to go to your website, you will have a very hard time, because TikTok does not like any content that is trying to push people off the app. So your content really needs to focus on giving your audience value, building community, and building your brand awareness and making it so strong that people know you and you don't have to be overly promotional. The last one might surprise you, but it's comedy accounts. So any account that focuses on like comedy, skits, sketches, humor, that kind of thing. This type of content can tend to get really good engagement, really good views, like if you post something that is very, very funny. But a lot of the time,